Are you looking for the best small dehumidifiers? In this video we will look at some of the 7 best dehumidifiers on the market before we get started with our video. We have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. ProBreeze PB-03. The best small dehumidifier we've tested is the ProBreeze PB-03. It's a fraction of the size of most full-size dehumidifiers, so you can easily squeeze it onto a shelf in your closet, bedside table, or other tight space. It generates very little heat, so you won't notice any major impact on the ambient temperature, even if you leave it running continuously. Its power draw of only 37 W is pretty minimal, which is great if you plan to have it run overnight often. However, its poor dehumidification capacity means it isn't a particularly energy-efficient option either. Performance-wise, it doesn't offer anywhere near the dehumidification capacity of a full-size machine. As a result, it'll be very slow in removing moisture from even modestly sized rooms. The ProBreeze also has a tiny water tank, but since its dehumidification rate is so low, it still takes quite a while to fill up. Thankfully, its automatic shut-off feature prevents the tank from overflowing if you leave it unattended. If you're having trouble finding it from major online retailers, check out Home Depot. At number 2. Waykar PD160B. If you need a dehumidifier for a larger living space but don't want to step up to a full-size unit, the Waykar PD160B is a great choice. Its 8.5 pint capacity is substantially greater than compact countertop models like the ProBreeze PB-02 or the ProBreeze PB-03, so it can effectively remove moisture from small to medium-sized rooms. There's little need to interact with its controls, as you can set your desired humidity level, and the Waykar will adjust its fan speed setting as needed. That's good, as the display is dim and has poor viewing angles. If you're close to a floor drain or sink, you can configure it to drain continuously using the provided hose, though it lacks a drain pump. This dehumidifier is a great option for bedrooms since the noise it produces is barely louder than a quiet hum, even at its highest fan speed, so it won't keep you up if you run it at night. It also generates very little heat, so you can position it near your bed without feeling a constant flow of warm, dry air against your face. Its dim display can also be an asset in this kind of space, as it doesn't emit harsh light that'll disturb your sleep. At number 3. ProBreeze PB-02. If you want to spend less on a compact dehumidifier, consider the ProBreeze PB-02. In terms of capacity, it falls even further behind the ProBreeze PB-03, meaning it's only really suited for the smallest of spaces, like a small closet or inside a set of cabinets. It won't do much to clear humidity from an entire room, even one of modest size. That said, it's even cheaper and more compact, to the point where you can set it up on a nightstand, dresser, or shelf with room to spare. Its water tank is pretty small, but like the PB-03, it takes a fair amount of time to fill up. Like its larger stablemate, it shuts off automatically once the tank is full, so you won't need to worry about the tank overflowing if you leave it unattended for a while. At number 4. Tabyik DHCS01 Dehumidifier. The Tabyik DHCS01 model is a powerhouse in the world of user reviews. With over 15,000 ratings, it is clearly a popular choice. My testing showed why. It delivers excellent, quiet performance at a very competitive price point. It does not have the largest tank or the most extra features. But what it does very well. It has a modern, gray design. The tank is completely clear, so you can always see the water level. A groove on the bottom of the tank makes it easy to grip and pull out. It feels lightweight and portable. This was the Tabyk's standout feature in my sound tests. I measured the noise from each unit in a quiet room. The Tabyik registered at 28 decibels. For comparison, a whisper is about 30 dB. This unit is quieter than that. If you are highly sensitive to noise when sleeping or working, this is a major advantage. You can place it on a nightstand or desk. You will hear a very faint airflow, but it easily blends into the background. It does not have a separate sleep mode because its normal operation is already in that range. At number 5. Clevast EF8897 Dehumidifier. but Clevast made a promise of near-silent operation. Its packaging highlighted at 24 decibel noise level. In my sound tests, it lived up to this claim. It was the quietest device I evaluated. If noise is your primary concern, this is your best choice. It has a simple, clean white design. It is compact and feels light. The back has a small handle for carrying. It is a no-frills device focused on doing one job very quietly. To test this, I placed the Clevast on my nightstand. I turned it on when the room was completely silent. The sound it made was a very, very soft rush of air. I had to lean close to be sure it was running. At 24 dB, it is quieter than the ticking of a clock. It is quieter than the sound of your own breathing. For light sleepers, people in studio apartments, or anyone using it in a home office, this is a huge benefit. It removes moisture without adding any noticeable noise pollution. Choose the Clevast EF8897 if your top priority is silence. This is the ideal dehumidifier for a baby's nursery where you don't want any extra noise. For a bedroom where you are easily disturbed, the unit is perfect. It is also a good choice for a small office or library space. You are choosing supreme quiet over raw power. For the right situation, that is an excellent choice. Just be realistic about the level of dampness you need to control. At number 6. Eva-Dry EDV1100 Dehumidifier. The Eva-Dry EDV1100 is different. It is not for a room, it is for a space within a room. It is marketed for areas up to 122 square feet. Think of a walk-in closet, a gun safe, a small camper, or a storage cabinet. It has a unique, almost old-school appliance look. It is short, square, and very lightweight. Its small size is its main feature. This number is critical. Most other dehumidifiers here measure removal per day. The Eva-Dry measures per week. This shows its intended uses for slow, steady moisture control in a sealed space. I tested it inside a packed, medium-sized closet. After a week, there was a noticeable amount of water in the tank. The closet air felt drier and less musty. It won't dry out a damp basement. But it will protect your clothes, documents, or equipment in a closed storage area from mold and mildew. This is a specialist tool. It is not for general room dehumidification. It is for protecting specific, enclosed spaces from dampness. Buy the Eva-Dry EDV1100 if you need to keep a safe, a closet, a camper, or a gun cabinet dry. It is also a good choice for a small bathroom with no counter space. You can tuck it behind the toilet. If your goal is to reduce moisture in the air you breathe in a bedroom or living room, choose one of the other models. At number 7. Pure Enrichment PureDry Dehumidifier. The Pure Enrichment PureDry sits between the mini and full-sized categories. While it shares a 1.5-liter tank with the Pro Breeze, this model adds more control with 2 fan speeds and a timer. The included 5-year warranty is particularly strong, lasting much longer than most competitors. Sporting a clean, white, vertical design, the unit looks more like a small air purifier than a traditional dehumidifier. In the world of small appliances, a 1-year warranty is standard. Some offer 2 years. A 5-year warranty, like the one from Pure Enrichment, is exceptional. This tells you the company expects the product to last. It also means if anything goes wrong in 5 years, they will fix or replace it. For a device that may run for thousands of hours, this warranty adds significant peace of mind and long-term value. It reduces the risk of your purchase. Choose this model if you want more control and a longer safety net. The timer and dual speeds let you fine-tune its operation. The 5-year warranty means you can buy it with confidence for the long term. It is a premium-priced product with premium features. If you plan to use the dehumidifier heavily and want it to last for many years, the extra cost can be justified. It is a thoughtful, well-supported option for a serious buyer.